it. My skin is prepped and ready for makeup. If you want to see how I prep my skin for makeup, you can check out my everyday glowy skincare routine. It's live on my channel. I uploaded it yesterday. Anyway, so I'm gonna go in right with primer, and I like to just warm it up in my hands, and I'm gonna focus it where I get oily. You can maybe focus it all over your face, but I have normal to dry skin, so I really just focus it in my T-zone area. So for everyone, this might be a little bit different depending on your skin type. I have some idea of what I want to do, but I'm not really sure. So, oh my god, disaster happening already. So I'm going to start with my eyebrows. So I'm using my NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil. I used to like always use the Anastasia one until I started using this. And it's literally a dupe for it, so I'm just kind of, oh my gosh, what did I just do? Okay, that was not cute. So I like to just do mini brush strokes, and I kind of want my eyebrows to be looking snatched today, so I'm gonna almost go out from my arch. If you guys want an in-depth video on how I do my brows, I can definitely do that. I've actually never gotten my eyebrows like waxed or anything like that. I tweeze them, trim them, everything myself. I'm just way too scared to like go to someone. So I actually have a story about this primer because I know a lot of people are skeptical about primers. You know, some people are like, do they really work? And I was definitely one of those people because I was like, I'm not gonna waste money on a primer if it's not doing anything for my skin. The reason that I actually found out about this primer was from my friend. We were at a music festival, and this was like the heat of the summer. It was Osheaga, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And we were getting ready in the morning, and my friend had this primer, and I was like, I don't know why I used it. I don't know what the reason was, if she told me to, or I was like, can I use your primer? I don't know what. Okay, as I tell the story, I'm gonna be carving out my brows and priming my eyelid. I'm gonna be using the P.Louise Base Pro. This is amazing. This really makes a difference with my eye makeup. And I use it to cover up my brows just because it is really close to my skin tone. So yeah, I just kind of like place it on my eyelid and then carve my brow out from there. I'm using, I also have the brushes that I'm using down below, but I'm just using like a concealer brush for this. Anyways, so we go to this festival, right? And like obviously because it's a festival, we have nice makeup on. Like I did like flowers on my eyes one day. The other day I did like bright blue under my eyes. Like I was just having fun because, you know, at a festival you can really just go in on your makeup and just make it as crazy and obnoxious as you want because no one's gonna say nothing. On their website they say to just like tap this in, so I'm just gonna kind of tap it in with my finger to just make sure that everything is good. Anyway, so it's like the heat of the summer, right? And I am in full glam, like full glam, sweating my ass off. When we got back from the festival, we were like gonna go out afterward. When I tell you that I literally did not need to touch up my makeup if I didn't want to, like I could have literally just worn the makeup that I'd been wearing all day at the festival because it literally looked perfect. Like it looked like I hadn't been sweating. It looked like I literally just did my makeup. It was because of this primer. I just knew, like, you know when you just use a new product and you're like, yo, my makeup would not be looking like this if I didn't use that. Like, because I've definitely used primers that are like, sis, that did nothing for me, you know what I mean? So now that my eyelid is primed, now is the fun part. I have my Morphe 35B palette here, and this like middle row here is just, it's speaking to me. Like this color, slap it on my eyelid right now. I also have my Huda Beauty Nudes palette. It has a few like nice purpley shades. I think I'm gonna end up dipping into these here, so we'll figure it out. And I also have my Moonchild Anastasia palette, so this has a few, you know, iridescent purple colors. So let's get into it. I'm gonna start off with a big fluffy brush. I'm gonna go into this middle shade here. I always tap off the excess. So I'm using a light pressure. If you are someone who you feel like you kind of struggle with using lighter pressure, hold your brush a little bit further down. It pretty much just makes it a little bit harder for you to, because if you're holding your brush like this, it's a lot easier to like go in on your eyelid. So I like to do that. It's like a little trick. So the best thing to do, I believe, is go in with a little product at a time because you can always build up its intensity and go from there. So this bright pink shade, I think I'm going to go in with my Morphe. So I kind of went a little bit above my crease. So now I'm going to really go into my crease a bit. If you have trouble staying within your crease area and not going above like we just did, instead of holding your eye like this when doing your makeup, you can tilt it forward and it'll kind of just hold your brush there in the natural crease of your eye. So that's what I'll do sometimes if I find that I'm straying away from the crease. So I'm gonna go in with lace in my Huda Beauty palette. It's like this light purpley color right here. It's like a light lilac almost. And I'm gonna go above my crease. And I don't know if you can already tell, but that already like really diffused and lighten the color that we had there earlier. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here from the Morphe palette. It's like this beautiful purpley iridescent color. Like, so I'm kind of just doing this like patting swiping motion. So I'm gonna use the shade Love Bite from my Huda Beauty palette out on my outer corner to kind of give that more of a purpley vibe. Pretty precise. So I'm gonna put this on my outer corner, and then when I feel like okay, I've placed it where I want it to be, I'm then going to start blending and diffusing this color. And I'm taking the crease brush that I used and just blending this out. And I'm gonna go a little bit into the front part of my eye to create that cut crease vibe. And then I'm gonna go back in with lace, really blend this out because this is too harsh for my liking. Go over the edge of this eyeshadow to really just soften it up. So I'm gonna go back into my lid shade. Corona. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into this shade Daydream. I'm gonna focus this really on like the inner third of my eye. She's nice and sparkly. I really want to move on from my eyeshadow right now, but I just feel like I can't. I feel like it looks like trash. So I think I'm done with my eyeshadow right now. I'm gonna quickly go to my bathroom and just, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I have a little bit of fallout. So I'm gonna go to my washroom right now and just clean that up a bit. Let's get into the skin. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty. I haven't dampened my beauty blender. Rookie mistake. What am I doing? I know I said beauty blender, but I'm actually using my Morphe sponge. Because I have normal to dry skin, I like it because it doesn't make me, you know, leave me too oily or anything. So I like to contour and then highlight. The reason for this is that I can kind of clean up the contour, any contour mistakes that I did with my highlighter. So I'm going to use my Clinique Chubby stick. I'm going to go into my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and I'm in the shade Snow because I'm white as hell. And as usual, I'm just tapping this in, and I'm gonna blend out my under eyes last because I don't mind if the concealer kind of dries down a bit. This is a product that I really want to talk about. This is the liquid blush that I use, and yes, I'm using a liquid blush. It is the Nars Orgasm one, and I'm obsessed with this. I feel like it just makes my face look so, like, it just makes my skin look like skin, you know? I'm just obsessed with it. It has a really nice shimmer. I literally use like a quarter of a pump. Place it on the apples of my cheeks, and I'm just tapping this in. This is just one of those products that's a staple in my makeup routine now. And I'll just kind of put, you know, the leftover on my chin, my nose, just blend it out wherever you want, wherever your little heart desires. Now I'm gonna set my face with my MAC Studio Fix powder. This is an NC30. I just roll my brush, tap off the excess, and I like to tap in my powder. I don't know, I feel like it just doesn't disrupt anything that I've done. And then always blend it down your neck. So I just took off a little bit of the foundation on my lips, and I'm gonna use this Too Faced lip injection. I have it in the like red version, but it actually is not that pigmented. So I'm gonna use my Too Faced bronzer, and I'm going in with this kind of like angled brush. And I like to go down the sides here and under my chin. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in and set my under eyes and everywhere that I've highlighted. So again, I'm just tapping it in, and I'm using this kind of tapered, fluffy brush. The only areas that I do kind of bake is the sides of my nose. Look at my eyebrow on this side. If I go and don't use lip injection for like a week, my lips will like burn. but it really does plump them. So I kind of like to go up the sides of my nose to really contour. And I don't necessarily leave this on to bake. I just kind of put it on and then press it in. Next thing I'm gonna go in with my blush. I almost really don't even need to touch up with blush, but I love blush. It really just brings life to your face. So I know some people hate blush, but I love it. So now I'm going to set my brows. I'm using my Benefit 24-hour brow setter. So now we're gonna go back to the eyes and finish those off. So I'm gonna take my eyelash curler and just curl my lashes. I was actually thinking about putting on lashes today, but I think I'm not going to. My lashes, as you'll see, naturally are pretty long, but by all means, you can definitely put on a lash with this. I'm gonna do my under eye, and I'm gonna tap into these two, almost connecting it up to my outer corner, just so then it really gives that diffused, blown out look. I really like that. And then I'm gonna put on my mascara. I like this mascara a lot, and it definitely doesn't smudge or anything like that, like crackle off. Like, you know, sometimes mascaras can just kind of like literally disintegrate off your like lash, and then you're left with like little like just black spots under. Like, that is just not cute. Like, blink while you do it. I just feel like it coats the lashes so much better and really just lifts them. My bottom lashes, I give them kind of like a little wiggle and like release. So wiggle, release, wiggle, release. Anyways, that looks good. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna do to finish off the eyes is my inner corner. I'm gonna dip into my Moonchild palette. I would show you it, but it is so broken. I literally got it on Christmas like 2 years ago. When I tell you I literally dropped it like 30 minutes after unwrapping this, I'm literally not even kidding. I'm gonna go into Purple Horseshoe. It's kind of almost like a bluier tone, but I really like it actually. It kind of contrasts with the whole look. So I am actually gonna use this on my brow bone just to kind of keep it kind of consistent. Next thing I'm going to do is set my face. As always, I'm using my Urban Decay All-Nighter. I use the pollution protection one, and here is a tip for you guys. I learned this from one of my favorite YouTubers, Nicole Guerrero, and what she does is she'll spray her face and then she goes back in with her powder brush, and I'll almost like put like a little bit of powder on. I don't know if she puts powder on the brush. Literally like lightly press it into my skin. This is such a genius idea because I feel like it really just presses the setting spray into your skin. It really just locks the whole look. Like, your face is not gonna move if you do this, and I really stand by that. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to take that Purple Horseshoe highlighter and put it onto the highlights of my cheeks, because why the f not? Ooh, she said purple. I like it. It's different and it's fun. I'm not gonna put it onto my nose though. I don't really like that look. So I'm gonna go in with my Artist Couture. I love this highlighter. I'm actually gonna go over my cheeks a bit with it because honestly, no, I'm not even gonna talk, and I'm gonna just show and tell for you guys here. I hardly touch my face. Like, I'm literally hardly touching my face. I'm gonna go a bit above the brow too because, you know, why not? Makeup has no rules, okay? Only suggestions. So do what you want to do. If you're someone who doesn't like highlighter as much as me, I'm sorry for you. No, but obviously you don't have to, you know, do everything that I'm doing. These are just, you know, to show you what I do to get this look. And I kind of just do the tip of my nose, add it. It'll really just lift the nose. After I do all of that, I like to just go in with my beauty blender and just kind of pat my highlighter in. And now I'm going to do my lips. I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty Trophy Wife lip liner. It's actually broken. I kind of broke it. Ow, it just cut me. Now, when lining your lips, let me tell you the secret, okay? You really only want to line above on your Cupid's bow area. So what I'm going to do is I'm lining above, and then I'm going to bring it back in to meet the inner corner. So I'm not really like going above my whole lip. I'm really only adding volume in the middle center of my lip. So you guys will see. Give it a good, whatever this is, rub, I don't know. Okay, so I'm actually just gonna put on a gloss today because that's just what I feel like. I just feel like a gloss would really look nice with this. So I'm gonna use my Fenty gloss in Fussy. If you go above your lip line, just take your concealer brush and just fix it. Okay guys, so I apologize for my hair. It's a little bit crazy today, but I'd like to thank you guys if you guys stuck around for the rest of the video. I really appreciate that, and I hope you guys enjoyed chatting and getting ready with me and enjoyed this little purple spring moment. As always, like this video if you enjoyed it. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, especially for someone like me who I'm starting out on YouTube. Comment down below if you guys like this video. If you guys do this look, definitely tag me on Instagram. Before I go, I really just wanted to thank you guys for the overwhelmingly positive response in my first YouTube video. I really just wanted to thank everyone for going over and watching it, and you know, the people who gave it a like, the people who subscribed to me. It really just meant a lot that you guys had something positive to say, and I can't wait to make more videos. Hopefully my personality isn't boring and you guys enjoy these videos. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again, and bye guys. I can't believe I'm actually wearing jeans today. Kind of crazy.